All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV, and basically Tisha Campbell said Duane Martin, her ex-husband, they broke up or divorced officially in 2018. Only left her with $7 in her bank account. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. A lot of people went to Duane Martin Instagram, when this was revealed, and basically blasted him for that. My whole thing is women want equality, right? Why ain't when a woman leave a man like this, or basically get a man for child support and use a man for child support and have a kid, why ain't the backlash that way? And as a woman, they was married for 22 years, right? And as a woman, though, you always got to preach to these young women that don't depend on no man. Even if this man got all the money in the world, he taking care of you, things can change over a 6-month period, over a week period. So always have your own bag. You know what I'm saying? Always have your own money. You got to preach that to these young girls because they think these dudes going to love them, but they dudes going to do what they going to do. In our melanated kings and young princes, it's embedded in them not to really be, that's not our traditional thing, is to be mono, being one, being in a relationship with one woman. We supposed to have 3 or 4 women, just like a lot of other, religions or not a lot of other walks of life. All right, it's hard to tell a 20, 19, 18-year-old, even a 30-year-old man that you need to be subjective to one woman. It's hard. And that's just, my opinion on it. Some guys are mature enough, but then again, what if you waste 22 years of your life like Tisha Campbell or Duane Martin, and you could have been out here, living your best life? But then again, you can't have it that way when a woman leave a man broke and she ain't did one thing to support him to make that money. Y'all sit here and y'all praise her. I'm talking to women, but you can't have it where Duane Martin played it smart. He had a prenuptial agreement, all the bank accounts, and he controlled the money. That's on Tisha Campbell. You live and you learn. Because we hear these stories all the times about how women clean out men, or, their ex-wives clean them out, hold their kids against them. Oh, he don't deserve to see the kids, or, his new girlfriend, he can't have, man, get out of here. And a lot of dudes, to be honest, they walk away from the situation. Fuck them kids. That's what they say. They pay child support and say, fuck them kids. And they'll move on. And then the kids grow up hating them and not knowing the real story, and the mama be lying. So where are the women speaking up about that? See, that's what's wrong with these feminists. They sit here and they praise Dr. Dre's wife, but she ain't got a leg to stand on. Even the Family Dollar 4-legged chair, she ain't got that to stand on. She get your money. You ain't entitled to no money. But what y'all prenuptial agreement said you are entitled to. And Tisha Campbell said, well, my sons held me down and they didn't care if I had a big, it don't matter how bad your mama mess up. Just look at Losing Isaiah and all these other, movies and real life stories out there. Mamas be crackheads. Mamas be crackheads and they kids gonna forever love them. Men don't get that unconditional love. If your daddy wasn't providing nothing, or he had a rough patch or whatever, man, they hating him. But then again, she got to look at herself like, you blowing up like by 50 pounds when she was on My Wife and Kids. A woman's job is to stay in shape, even if they man is fat and big. A woman's job is to stay in shape, especially if the man is the breadwinner. And she wasn't staying in shape. She wasn't taking care of herself. No matter what, that's a woman's job. All the residuals, whatever money they had coming in, and all it was into him. And you've seen it all the time with failed relationships. Even if it's, if we just kicking it, if we engaged, if we married, failed relationships result into a man not seeing his kids, to a woman milking them out. Hey, at the end of the day, you can't complain when a man gets smart and don't play the simpleton role. And shout out to Duane Martin for being smart. That's what you got to just say. Shout out to him. Why you want to walk away and have to build at, 40, 50 years old, have to rebuild at 40 and 50? She can go out there and rebuild on her own. Because there's been so many stories, Jeff Bezos and Dr. Dre, it's been so many stories where these women clean you out, and these women don't even be loving you like that no more. Y'all grew apart. Look at Cassie and Diddy. Diddy got her personal trainer. She ran off with the personal trainer and married him. Now they on their second kid. She about to have their second kid. But then again, women tell you, well, sour grapes. Should have thought better. Hey, man, shout out to Duane Martin for being smart. Who is the mother? Fuck that shit. What about the father of the kids? Nobody think about the father in these situations. When it's on the other way around, if she left Duane Martin with $7 in his bank account, how many people be stepping up and saying something? That's saying something about Tisha getting finessed. How many of y'all women or y'all sellout men to be or simp men to be saying something? They wouldn't be saying nothing. Well, forget all that. Forget all that. She was stupid. Lesson learned. Simple lesson learned. Because usually this guys like Duane Martin get took to the cleaners for this, and then nobody care. But I forget who husband it was. I don't know if it was Mary J. Blige husband or whoever it was. Or I can't remember. It wasn't Adele husband. It was another guy they was talking about that was getting alimony off of that girl. And I'm not talking about us, another female out there too. Not the Spice Girl. All right. Not her, it's another one that was forcing he was forcing his wife to give him money. Alimony. So what? It worked two ways. No, they say marriage is supposed to be an equal bond. Bullshit. If it's equal, take what you brought to this relationship back with you when we done, and I'll take. It's not equal. It's not equal if you got guys that's going out there getting money, paying all the bills. How's it equal? I'm paying all the bills, and you sitting your ass at home. It ain't equal. I'm not saying that's their situation, but that's not equal. Because guess what? What if the man in the house die and now you got to get out there and get a job you ain't worked in 10, 20, 12, 2, 3 years? How stupid do that sound? You never put your eggs in one basket. Even the Jeff Bezos Rosen. One thing about work is activity. It challenges your brain. When you start challenging your body and stop challenging your brain, it starts to decline. And I don't have no sympathy for Tisha Campbell at all. I'm sorry. I done seen so many stories where the husband get drugged in the dirt. The husband lose money. The husband got to rebuild at 40, 30 something years old, 50 years old. Forget that. If women want equal rights, you feel me? It's time to start taking the equal everything. You work with girls. Oh, we want equal rights, but then they don't want to pick up that 50-pound box and they want to sweet talk you, then cuss you out 10 minutes later. Forget all that. If women want equality, they want to act like men. Then put some hair on your nuts, put some hair on your chin and your nose or under your nose, and get a mustache, whatever, and get out there and be man. Oh, I hate men. Man, go out there and create a baby without sperm then. Go show me how it happened. Because if Duane Martin was left with $7 in his pocket, nobody had no sympathy for him. He just was ahead of the game. You got to respect that. And you got to look at Tisha Campbell and just tell your daughters and your sisters and whoever else, lesson learned. Always have your own bank account. Always have you some money coming in. And then she going back, I don't want to date again. I mess with that because after you get out of a 22-year relationship or marriage, you don't want to date again. And if your significant other, a girl you kicking it with, y'all been kicking it with it for 2 or 3 years, whatever, and your girl in another relationship instantly, hell no. When you in a relationship faithfully, it take a minute for you to want to get back in a relationship. And wow, if your person, your girl, your guy, or you a guy, your girl, y'all break up, she instantly with another. She was cheating the whole time. Tisha Campbell, you supposed to be like Tisha Campbell, both men and women. Man, I ain't trying to get in no relationship, but after a point in time, you got to give it another go again. Simply, they just got married too early. They got married too early. Got 11 and 19-year-old. They got married too early. People got to understand you can't get married too early. Really, most people should be getting married. It's hard to say. I'm thinking post. If you didn't go to college, I'm thinking like 30-something, 35 years old. It's hard to then say you want to give up your midlife crisis, your mid-40s. You want to give up your 30s. You know what I'm saying? It depends where you at in your life. If you want to build or you still want to play the field, but I don't have no sympathy. You know what I'm saying? There been greater women that then took down greater men and made them broke or lose money So this is just somebody that played the game the right way. Check out our music entertainment playlist. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links in the description. Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook and Instagram. Want to make a donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love and support.